Welcome back into Women's Sports Report. That was that comeback win for Michigan State over Iowa. At the end, you saw Tori Jankoska getting hyped up for the victory. So she joins us now from our studios in East Lansing. And Tori, it was really a tale of two halves. So what happened in the locker room at halftime?
Well, we just talked about things that we weren't doing. We talked about defense, most importantly. We had been working tirelessly for 2 days on our defense, and we felt like we were trying and our intent was there. We just weren't getting the stops that we needed. And stops on defense usually comes from our energy and effort and everything going right on the offensive end. And we couldn't get much going on the offensive end, which was struggling with our defensive energy. So we really talked about just getting our energy up for defense and getting stops, most importantly, and then hopefully the stops will lead to our offense.
And Aerial Powers really came to life, scoring 21 of her 23 points in that half. She said in the first half she just didn't have a lot of energy, but that changed. So how does her energy feed to the rest of the team?
Oh, it's inevitable. She has the most energy I've ever played with on any team. She brings so much effort and energy, and we really can feed off of her. She's out there pounding the floor and clapping and getting hyped for everybody else. We just want to join her and bring up our level of energy and hit the floor and do all those types of things that she's doing too.
Your three-point play really pushed the Spartan lead in the final 4 minutes of the game. Walk me through those moments.
Well, we actually run a lot of plays for our guards to post up. Me, Ariel, Brandy, we kind of have guards that are able to do that, and Coach likes to play backwards a little bit. We have some bigs that can shoot, so she likes to switch it up a little bit. And they had some shorter guards on me, and actually Ariel was the one that said, she's like, black for Tori, we run this play for a guard to post up, and she gave me a perfect pass, and it really, I think it was able to set the edge for us and give us a little bit of comfort towards the end of the game.
Now, Tori, your team is healthy. You're ranked nationally, 13 wins so far. What have you learned about the difference a year can make?
It's crazy how much a year can make a difference for a team and individual players. There's so many players on the team that have brought their level up already, and they worked on some things in the off season. Myself, Ariel, we worked on improving the areas that we needed to, and I think that having so many players on the team now, we have a lot more depth, and it brings up the competitive nature in practices and in games. People are competing for minutes still. I'm still competing for minutes, so it's like you really want to be the best player you can be, and when doing that, you're making your team that much better.
Now, you said that you're still competing for minutes. How do you think you're doing, kind of showing that you can earn those minutes on the court?
Well, you got to bring energy every day, energy and effort, and those are the two most important things. And if you do that and your shot's not falling, or you're not playing as well as you think you could be, but you still have the energy and effort, you still be on the court, just making different plays, getting stops on defense, getting a key steal or things like that. So you really just have to focus on keeping your energy level up and your effort level up, and I think that's what most coaches are looking for. As long as you're doing your best and trying your hardest and bringing something to the team, even if you're not playing 100% like you think you could, you'll still be on the court.
And it's great watching Susie Merchant on the sideline. She seems like she is so full of fire. What is it like to play for her?
Yeah, I love playing for Coach Merchant. She has a lot of competitive fire underneath her, and I think everybody can see that. And I feel like we have a lot in common in that area. There's some coaches where their style of play works for other players, more calm and keeping people calm. But her competitive nature, I think that fires me up. And Ariel's the same way. When she gets competitive and challenges us in those certain ways, it really brings our level of confidence up, our energy, and kind of it sets an edge for both of us to be able to, not prove her wrong, but more like prove her right.
Rutgers up next. How do you stop the Scarlet Knights?
Well, they're a great team. They got so many athletic players. They have inside, they have outside, they have the pull-up jumper. So it's really like you have to know your personnel, know who's in front of you, and try and take away their strengths as much as you can. They have a high-powered defense, and they'll get up in you. So we we worked on keeping the ball in our hands and not turning it over as much, and we only had 7 last game. So that's, I think, going to be a big key for us moving forward as well.
All right, Tori, keep having a great season, and thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you very much for having me.